Coming up on today's show, we have some injury news to get to on Marquise Brown. Very positive from Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. We'll let him explain more and react to it coming up in just a matter of moments. Also, could the Chiefs be in the trade market for Bills corner Kaiir Elam? We will go over that possibility and talk about the newest Kansas City Chiefs trade rumors in just a little while from right now. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us here on today's program. Before we go any further on today's show, all week long, we are battling our Bengals channel in a sub-battle this week. We don't want to just beat the Bengals on the football field, but we want to beat them off the football field as well and see who can pick up the most subscribers on their respective channels this week. Stone Shields, not a real name, obviously a fake name, a fraud fan base as well. We really want to just stick it to them and show who's boss and prove why we have the best fans in the National Football League. For daily Chiefs coverage, live shows, news and rumors, breaking news, Q&A mailbags, watch parties, and more. It's all in one place right here on the Chiefs Report. Subscribe now for free, youtube.com/ChiefsTV, and we'll get started with today's show. Hollywood making his return to Kansas City. Could that be coming very, very soon, potentially as early as this week? Well, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, in his press conference today, gave a very good update on the Chiefs wide receiver, on his progress, saying the following: he's getting close. I know he's feeling better. And we've told you for the last week or so that when it came to this injury for Hollywood Brown, that it seemed highly unlikely he'd be back week 1, that the targeted return has been week 2 and week 3. And based on what Andy is saying and the reports that are out there, that has not changed, that is the goal in mind, to still have him back either this week or next. And Andy Reid went on to say that Hollywood's going to go through some testing over the next couple days to see where he's at, and then ultimately a decision will be made. Mark Gunnels, who covers the Chiefs for Arrowhead Pride, he had this report that he put out this afternoon on the situation, saying the following: it sounds like there's a 50-50 chance Hollywood Brown makes his Chiefs debut this Sunday. If not, he'll for sure play week 3 against the Falcons, barring any setbacks. So all signs point to that it's either this week or next that we will see Hollywood make his return to Kansas City. This is all very good news for the Chiefs to get Hollywood Brown back, to not have him out for an extensive amount of time. And we saw the receiving corps do a pretty solid job on Thursday night, even without Hollywood in the lineup. Now, think about this, though. As you take on the Cincinnati Bengals this week, they have one of the most explosive offenses in football with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins and company. This game might turn into a shootout, and you might need all hands on deck to beat this Cincinnati Bengals team, who's going to come in very hungry off an unexpected loss to the New England Patriots this past week. So you're going to get the Bengals' best effort. As the defending Super Bowl champions, you expect to get everybody's best every week, but I think that's even more so now with the situation the Bengals are in, coming in off that unexpected loss last week. If you get Hollywood back, we'll see how much playing time he gets, but the thought process is that the Chiefs are getting the version of Hollywood Brown that we saw in Baltimore. He had his struggles in recent years with the Arizona Cardinals, but with Kyler Murray banged up and with a very sus coaching staff that didn't put those players in a great position to succeed there in Arizona, if you get the version that we saw in Baltimore, on top of what you already have of Rashee Rice having a great game last week, Xavier Worthy starting to come into his own, then watch out. This receiving core is going to be pretty lethal and be a problem for the opponents they face throughout the season. So I'm not trying to rush Hollywood back. I would love to see him on the football this week, but make sure he's 100% ready to go before you ultimately make that call. And with the Chiefs' track record with Andy and the medical staff, Rick Burkholder and company, they'll make sure that Hollywood's ready to go before they throw him out there and see if he's in good shape and ready to go. Do you think Hollywood's going to play this week? If it's about 50-50, what do you guys think's going to happen. Will he play? Y for yes, in for no. Way in the comment section, our pinned comment today. Let us know what you think. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time is the place to go for the best seats, the lowest prices guaranteed. Tickets to sporting events, concerts, theater productions, comedy shows, and more. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite team play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. You choose the event you want to go to. Let's say it's a Chiefs game, a Royals game, Sporting KC, KC Current, whatever it may be. You then choose your seat, and you take advantage of their seat views. See if you like that seat or not. Get the visual, then you're checking out with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, all major credit card providers. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game Time. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Let's shift gears now and talk about a new trade rumor. Last Word on Sports is suggesting that the Chiefs make a move to bring in Bills corner Kaiir Elam, as he's been named as the Chiefs' top trade target at this point in the season. Here's more from Last Word on Sports. Trent McDuffie has large shoes to fill for L'Jarius Sneed this season alongside Joshua Williams. They were able to hold it down against a powerful Ravens offense, but any depth help early would give them comfortability behind them. It won't be the same secondary, but since they have a strong pass rushing unit, someone needs to step up to make those crucial interceptions while the opposing quarterback throws it quickly. Elam is no Sneed, but the Chiefs could bring him into the rotation to see if he can improve his game around the back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Now, when it comes to Elam, let's be honest here, folks. Elam played a total of not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, 0 snaps for the Bills this past week on defense. He did get some snaps in special teams. But he didn't see the field in Buffalo. If he's not seeing the field for a former first-round pick, why would he see the field in Kansas City? Why should I expect anything different? If the Buffalo Bills are out on him in an organization that's been pretty good, not Kansas City, obviously, but with that said, like if they don't have a spot for him, why should I think that there's a spot for him in Kansas City? He's still relatively young, 2022 first-round pick, had a solid rookie season, career highs of 2 picks and 4 pass breakups as a rookie, 17 career games played with 8 starts, but he's done literally nothing since then. Last year, these were his stats for the entire season. 3 games played, 14 tackles, nada across the board. Hardly saw the field on Sunday other than special teams. Now, the flip side is a trade for him is not going to cost you hardly that much. I think you would be giving up about a 6th-round pick in exchange for bringing in Elam here. But that's about all you're talking about at this point. So should the Chiefs trade for Elam? I mean, maybe not. Like, I'm in this situation where I'm not going to be mad if you traded for him, but it's not something I feel like that you have to do. Like, Last Word on Sports here is saying, oh, you got to do something. Well, the numbers that we're going to show you in a minute make me feel pretty confident in this group, maybe more so. I'm more bullish on this group than some people are. What do you guys think? Type T for trade, P for pass, weigh in, let us know. So, the next question, should we be concerned at the corner position? And after 1 week, I'm going to sit here and say that it's too early to tell if we should be concerned or not. This was the biggest question mark for the Kansas City Chiefs entering 2024. But if you think back to the first Super Bowl in the Mahomes, Kelsey, Andy Reid era, they didn't have great corners back then. So they've done this before. And even this group with Trent McDuffie and company is better than that group from a few years ago. And if you look at the numbers of what these guys did against the Baltimore Ravens, they held their own. Trent McDuffie with a solid 74.9 defensive grade, a 77.5 coverage grade. Josh Williams with a 69 defensive grade, nice. and a 69.1 coverage grade. Jalen Watson with a 68.2 defensive grade and a 65.6 coverage grade. And then taking it a step further, granted, Lamar is not that great of a passer. We've been over that. There's no secret there. But with him throwing it 41 times, you know what they allowed? Only one completion past 30 yards. The Chiefs did a really good job of not letting Lamar attack them too much through the passing game last week. Now, granted, it was Lamar, not the best passer. He's a great athlete, but not a great passer. The real test is going to be this week when you take on Cincinnati, because you do face an elite passer in Joe Burrow. You face some top-notch receivers with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and company. If they pass the test this week, then we can sit here and say, all right, this group's going to be fine. You don't need to go make another move and bring in a corner, make a trade for a guy like Elam or something to that effect. But if they struggle this week, then we can circle back and have this conversation again, and maybe it's a different answer. But I think that this Sunday against Cincinnati is going to tell us a lot about this group. What is your confidence level in the Chiefs secondary? If you had to scale it for me in the comment section right now, what would it be? 1 through 10? I feel pretty okay. I'm going about a 7.5. 7.5 would be the number I'd give. Give me your grade in the comments section. Thanks for joining us here on the Chiefs Report for continuing Kansas City Chiefs coverage and to beat the Bengals, the Bungles, in our sub-battle. Subscribe to the channel now. I'm Tyler Jones. We'll see you next time.